Hello, welcome to another session of Learn with Veer Sagar. Before I actually start, I'd like to request again two things. Please like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends so that more people get an opportunity to see this. And please give feedback or requests of subjects you would like covered, or questions or clarifications or expansion on whatever I have said. Because a lot of times in this limited time that's available, it's not possible to do justice to all the points that which I make. But maybe there is something which you think needs expansion. Please do let me know and I'd be happy to do that. Lately, a lot of discussion is taking place around the new normal. And when they say new normal, they're basically referring not to the work from home, which seems to have caught on. And people believe that this is the way forward. This has come to stay. And work for home is the panacea for all problems of work-life imbalance. Well, I am a great supporter of working from home. In fact, my own company is working from home for over 2 years now. And my employees have said very categorically, no sir, we're not coming back. We're going to work from home. And I personally have no issues with that because I'm getting more work than I did before. But I have two problems here, which I have no solutions, but which I'm presenting for people to think, ponder, and find solutions, because this can cause damage later on. While work-life balance is done very well now, people are working from home, right? They are able to give more time to their family, etc., etc. They're losing out on a lot of things. I've heard of companies saying, okay, we'll have 3-day week, 3 days in the office, 3 days from the house, 2 days from the office, 4 days from the house, or whatever mix that you take. That probably works where the people who are working from home are in the same city where your office is. But in today's workforce, that's a rarity. Moment you're allowed to work from home, a lot of people have moved back to their houses. Some people have moved back to less expensive places where they have a better, I won't exactly say quality of life, but a better house, bigger house, better, cleaner place, whatever. Go away from the rush of a town into a small town. For them, it's not possible to do this commute, because effectively it means you have to carry two residences, which in this day and age and the kind of expenses that is coming up, it's not possible. So that's not a workable solution. Why do we want people to come at home at all? Right? The major thing to me is the loss of soft skills. People have been talking about retention, and everywhere the manager is being painted as the villain. And I'll take up this retention and the role of the manager in a subsequent session. But today, let me say that retention happens because of team building. So when you are working together, you gel, you form a team. There are a lot of soft skills you learn. Things like mentoring. You cannot do mentoring on Zoom. It's not possible. I mean, I won't say not possible, because before COVID, we thought even having classes, coaching, etc. on Zoom was not possible. But I'm saying it's very tough, because you need to meet the guy in flesh and blood. I used to have a lot of one-to-one sessions over lunch with a lot of my colleagues at different stages to discuss their issues, to make suggestions to them of what they're going wrong, mentoring, how to behave, right? And it was a very successful and a good way because nobody felt offended. He didn't feel offended. He was talking to me, having good lunch. And at no stage, I gave him the impression that he's being talked to, that he's being scolded. It was a nice discussion, friendly discussion, at least friendly from my point of view, and he or she just nodded their head and said, yes, sir. And so it was a good mentoring thing. Similarly, how to behave with a customer. Phone calls or even video calls are not a substitute for actual physical meeting. And you're losing that. We had one intern who did the entire 2 years of a B school without actually having been to a class, to a campus. Just think what all he's lost. 50% of what you learn at work or anywhere is physical. The other 50% is outside what you learn. And this is networking, team building, bonding, helping each other. How to help each other. When you understand somebody personally, you understand his life, his likes, his dislikes, you go out to eat with him, you go out to see movies with him or her, right? And you begin to have a better understanding and appreciation for that person as a colleague than just Zoom calls. This one-to-one is missing. So this soft skill, we need to find a solution somehow to have a soft skill. We have tried to find, I think it's a poor substitute, but a substitute where we are saying, okay, we will collect all my employees with their families for 2 days in a quarter, where we'll go out someplace, live 2 days there, have an outing, family outing for the company, no business talk. But when you are there one-to-one, you'll do some mentoring, some talking to. I'm not sure it will work, but at the moment I can't think of anything else. So if any one of you have any idea how can we impart these soft skills in this new era of this new way of living, right? This new way of living, new way of working, the new normal as everybody calls it, I'd be very happy to hear. Right? So in short, while the new normal is good, work from home has a lot of advantages, maybe even financially, but otherwise there are a lot of advantages for the employee who can get a better life-work balance. There are some things that the company and the employee are losing out, and that are these soft skills. So think of a way of how we can overcome this. Because if we can do that, then this new normal is a great thing. With that, Veer Sagar saying, thank you very much till we meet again next week. Bye-bye.